Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's Fight Night Rising by JinxedJK. Of course, you can type the command !rising to head on over to Juked and find all these competitors all in one spot. They're over on Juked. We've had a couple of very good games here thus far. Casa, how have you been enjoying them?
These games have been amazing. I mean, again, the word that we always bring up, consistency.
Yeah.
We've got 4 players that have top forward both games, 4 players that have bottom forward both games, but of course, more so HiddenDino, our current leader, playing Shredder both games, doing incredibly well both games, setting himself up nicely. I expect, he's another player that we're going to see just forcing this composition over and over again, and it's going to be up to the other players to see if they can stop him.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if so. I wonder if it'll be overreaction like, hey, can I go this composition too? Or kind of just like try to stop him from getting it somehow. Maybe even just like what counters it? What can I do to solidify, myself being a top four player, but not only that, but being more consistent over the course of the next two games than the others. I mean, if we could take a look at the scores, once again, just briefly, did want to go over that, even Escha, who has, barely got into the top four a couple of games, still well within reach of getting a potential first place if he, does very well, or if say like HiddenDino and Gunmay and Gnard Dawg, say if they like don't do nearly as well, or even just like don't do quite as well in the next couple of games, we still can see players like Jinx and Jose who have performed very well in the past sort of make a bit of a comeback here. Maybe not to get a first place because they're very far behind, but maybe there's a world where they can get back into the top four
Yeah,
and try to
make
get some
their
of that
way
prize
into
pool.
the money,
Yeah.
into that cash money. But yeah, with
Mm-hmm.
that, we're gonna jump straight into this game. It looks like no galaxy once more.
Nope. Yeah.
But see what items they're all going for. We talked about swords, and we're gonna see a cluster of players walking towards that sword.
Yep.
Actually,
Just one. Yeah.
only
Couple
one, and a
players,
couple players
one of the
fighting over the
bow.
bow that was next to it.
Oh man. Gnard Dawg grabbing that vest. Mistax grabbing the cloak, I believe. Gunmay with the tier. Gunmay with a tier. Is that gonna be some Shaq and Kobe?
Yeah, I mean, with the
Probably
Ziggs
not.
nerf, I just don't expect to see it. I felt like that nerf was like maybe too heavy-handed, but obviously that comp was very strong, so
Yeah.
understandable. But
Like if he happens to get like 6 Ziggs before Krugs, like maybe you can still try to go
right,
for it. But in that scenario, I don't think it's really worth it to force the issue there. Mistax getting a Zaya Caitlyn off the shop. If only started with a sword or a glove or something. Another Zaya and a Jarvan. Hey, he picks them up anyway. Maybe
okay,
Mistax gonna be going for some shredding here.
ready to
Taking a
shred.
look at yeah, ready to shred. Taking a Jinx. Could make a Zoe too, but it would be with a sword on it. Yeah, not a huge amount of direction here. The units are like, all right, some Sorks, but the items are like, okay, just one sword. What do you do with one sword? We'll see what he gets here from the neutrals on stage 1-3. Got one more round to go of neutrals after this as well. These TFs, they're
Is a
slow.
little sad that he can't grab the tier 2 Zoe. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
ends up
Never
selling
mind.
for it.
Yep. Gonna put the sword on the Zoe.
Yeah, gonna
Use
be
it
a
as an item
TF2
carrier.
as well. Not bad. I mean, a couple tier 2 units, right? Can't really complain here. We see Escha here with tier 2 Jarvan with excuse me, with a rod on it. That's like kind of like a, if you're making that, it's okay if you're going Shredder, or I guess if you just want to be strong and have two units. But besides that, I wonder what direction Escha will look to go from here.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Kha'Zix.
okay, interesting. Yeah, two Kha'Zix there and already having two Malphites. That's some direction if he wants to pursue that route.
Okay.
Hits the pair, yeah. All of a sudden, we could see Escha contesting Gnard Dawg. I wonder what Gnard Dawg has started with here. If we can take a look at that. Okay, now sold the Malphites, leveled up, so won't be going for that. Gnard Dawg, though, does have a Kha'Zix and Malphite on the bench. with the TF as well. Items though, 2 vests and some gloves. If you want to try to go for an early win streak, maybe you slam a Bramble. Not gonna be too strong against Jinx though, with that sorcerer, with those sorcerers and that sorc damage. Jinx though just playing strongest board. TF cards coming through here. Actually, Zaya might fall. No, she gets the ulti off. This is close. Oh, the Grave Smokescreen though. He's trying his best. The cards. Will the cards do it?
Oh, there's
Oh,
the
they
wild
do, wow.
cards. There it is. Actually finds it. Gnard Dawg gonna lose that round.
That was like such a unreasonably close fight. I did not think it would be that close, but HiddenDino, already 10 gold, actually, a lot of gold here. What's he gonna be doing? Has a Runan's potential, or a Declaw, I suppose. But has that bow and double cloak.
Doesn't have a lot for Shredder this time yet. Well, I guess he's got the items.
Yeah, you could go Runan's QSS Deathblade. A very viable Zaya build. None of the units though, and I think he probably has found the units earlier and decided not to go them. Like you wouldn't have 0. Oh, I guess you have 2 Caitlyn's, right? But no Zayas, no Fioras, no Jarvans. I suppose that is an option though if he's able to pick up some of those in the near future before the Terror Burst around. We see
Yeah,
Jinx
I'm curious.
again. Yeah. Also a close fight, but gonna be losing. Perfect losses here for HiddenDino. Lost twice, but only to 1 unit, so only lost 2 HP for both rounds.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, Fiora there, right? So if he doesn't grab this Fiora, that kind of starts to read that he doesn't want to go Shredder. But I mean, yeah, he's gonna pick it up.
Picks it up. I mean, picks it up along with Illusion as well, which makes me think that he might just be picking it up for the potential Cybers in the future. Has a Graves as well, so could go like, 2 Blaster, 3 Cyber, something like that. HiddenDino putting another Caitlyn in. So, I mean, options are open for HiddenDino here. He's playing with options. He's doing a good job at doing that, not losing too much. Gunmay, Choo Zaya with a glove. Has 1 German on the bench as well. So Gunmay could be shredding here if he decides to do so. A bit more unfortunate of a loss here from HiddenDino, losing to 3 units instead of just the 1, but at least he killed 1 though. Not the worst case scenario.
Yeah, Gunmay is a very strong board, so definitely going to be harder to survive on that one. Actually dropping to 90, which is kind of perfect. So yeah. Dino actually gets first pick.
His first pick, he also sold to 20 gold there. I believe he sold the Lucian, the Fiora, and whatever else was on that side. Picks up the glove. Jose picking up a rod, that was. We see Escha is on 100 HP. So, that early start of that Kha'Zix working out. It has a Hodge in the Kha'Zix, actually. It has a few protectors. This is a Nico with a Xin Xiao and a Jarvan. Jose has played early game seemingly so well, but has resulted in 2 7th places, I think, right? If I remember, or not 2 7th places, but a 6th and a 7th. Yeah, a 6th and a 7th, as we see right here with 5 points. Jose has the talent to be able to, get good placements in the games. Did top 3 last week. That is why we see Jose here right now this week, and is slamming some items to be strong, but also to give the direction of a Kale. That is going to be a QSS and a Rageblade slam there, going up against Jinxed as well. They're both 94 HP.
Yeah, I mean,
Jose is level 5 and Jinx is level 4.
Definitely setting up the Kale, which does play to the strengths of Jose so far. He's been playing that very adaptable style, which does actually lend towards picking up Kales later on when you are playing adaptable. A lot of times you will end up with compositions that are including Kale.
Yeah.
Because it just becomes the strongest board in the late game. So yeah, having those early items does kind of signify that we will potentially see a Kale later on for Jose. We'll see if he can turn it around, because of course, like you mentioned, only a 6th and then a 7th for the early game, so it hasn't been going incredibly for him.
Unfortunately not. It's also surprising that last round, Jinx with level 4 was able to take out Level 5 Jose there. We do see Mistax here. With the 4 Zayas, a few Jarvans as well. Slammed Frozen Heart on the Jarvan, even. Zaya, a bit of unfortunate position here. Zaya getting focused by Jose's comp here. You really don't want your Zaya to be taking all the damage up front. Maybe this could still work out, though. The snipe's gonna hit. Oh, no, the TF card's coming through.
Yeah.
Too much damage.
Yeah, Jose's really strong. I mean, the TF with Rageblade and QSS does make him quite powerful.
That does Mistax 92 HP. Jumping on over to Esportslaw here. And this is looking like a Kha'Zix sort of composition here. Already has 3 Kha'Zixes, 5 Malphites, couple Blitzcranks.
Yeah, because he's being played by a couple Khajiits. This time around.
Yep.
Groans from production. That's just so... Oh my god. Because he's picked up by Esportslaw here. And yeah, I mean, it does look like that will be the composition he's going. He's got the Kha'Zix in. He's got a couple Malphites already. It does look like another sword, which can set up for that Zeke's Herald later on in the game.
Yeah, that it could. Got a few gold there. Is he going to be rolling down? Unsure there. Gnard Dawg levels up. Looking like he maybe is going to play mech with this start here. Bramble and QSS. Those are perfect mech items. Okay, Esportslaw did level there. Yep, leveled, isn't rolling. Maybe we'll slow roll there. We'll maintain the 50 gold here. And because HiddenDino is looking like that's going to be a Zaya, but a slow roll Zaya. So going for this composition yet again. Kha'Zix in the back though might take out the Zaya rather quickly. Does just that. Very vulnerable right now to the ISO.
Yep, everything's split. These ISOs are just going to clean this up pretty easily, and Esportslaw is going to be able to take that one.
Yeah, holding a couple of Zayas on his own bench there though. We look at Escha. Escha, though, has done quite well for himself, yeah, in the early game here. Slamming that Hand of Justice on that Kha'Zix. Has 29 gold currently. Not too bad when it goes to leveling to 6. I think you'll actually level last turn to keep the streak here. Is Kha'Zix gonna get sold here?
Couple Space Pirates again.
Is he gonna go for 4 Space Pirates again?
I mean, maybe. Like, there's the Hodge going down onto Darius, which makes me feel like he doesn't want to keep the Darius.
Yeah,
but
bit of an item holder right now. The dunks are gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna make some gold with it too.
Oh, TF popping off a little bit. Gonna deny the gold, but you know, Escha, 100 HP makes 2 gold there. Strong board feels like the best time to play Space Pirates. Like when you're strong and you have Space Pirates in, it just feels so dominant. You can kind of run away with games economy-wise as long as you can find something to pivot into, or maybe not. I mean, maybe you go 4 Space Pirates if you can stay strong enough to the point where you get a GP. I mean, it worked for Escha last game. He ended up still in third place. Running 4 Space Pirates. So see if that's not too bad. He goes.
Not too bad for a Space Pirates placement, especially with Escha. He did drop very, very low before he hit the GP too. But Escha right now, you know, 100 HP. He's at least right now not looking like he's going to be in that same spot as last game, dropping very, very low before he hits. Of course, there is the question of if he will actually, you know, hit his units or not. He is going up against a Vi 2 with a Frozen Heart though. That's looking like it might be a bit too strong for him to deal with. Yeah. Up against Mistax here.
Xin Zhao trying to heal a lot, but not quite going to be able to do enough. It's just up to the Jarvan, and I don't think it's going to do enough. Yeah, the Frozen Heart Vi is just way too much, and that's going to be the win streak being taken out. Of course, Escha still feels pretty comfortable in this spot, I would say.
Definitely. Mistax was level 5 with like 10 gold and had a Vi 2 with Frozen Heart. I'm not sure if Mistax is like has a plan with what he's doing here. I mean, of course he has a plan, right? It's just like if it's going to be one that works out for him, it's going to be strong right now. But where's his damage going to be? Is it going to be in the form of that the Ash that he has? Maybe he's going to go to that sort of brawler sniper composition yet again. Yeah, Thieves Gloves Ash here. Rolling as well for the Caitlyn 3 and the Malphite 3. So I think this is what he sort of did in game number 1. Didn't really work out too well for him, but maybe maybe gonna work out better here in game number 3.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how hard he hits with this comp. I suppose it's just
Yeah.
a lot of rolling early on. See what he can find. If he can find all these early 3 stars, potentially this composition can do some work. But it's not something we've really seen, so pretty hard to say. Other than the first game, of course, wasn't super impressed with it in game number 1.
No. Seeing Gunmay here. Gunmay going Shredder. I think HiddenDino also going Shredder, so both players contested. We see Gunmay here has 6 Zayas. I believe 6 Caitlyns as well. I think a Caitlyn is what got grabbed by that Blitzcrank. I wasn't quite paying attention though.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players have consistently been getting top 4. They got it both games,
Yep.
but now they're contesting each other. So maybe we see them with some lower placements holding hands. Not sure if that's what'll happen, but it does look like they are. I mean, they definitely are contesting each other at this point. We see both boards. They are both going for the same composition. Both of them have their Zayas, but not quite to the tier 3, and they're both slow rolling it looks like.
Yep, both slow rolling. I think a very, very good ladder player, I believe, holding rank like 2 and 3 right now. Mismatch Socks, we've seen him here on Fight Night as well. He did the math and posted it somewhere about the effectiveness of slow rolling versus hyper rolling, which essentially resulted in the fact that slow rolling seems to be a lot better. And a lot of these players seemingly taking that reasoning to heart here and opting to slow roll these Zaya compositions, and slow rolling when they go for Void Brawlers as well. It just seems that slow rolling people have gravitated towards, and for good reason if it's mathematically better.
Yeah, Mistax going up against one of these Shredders, and this Vi with Frozen Heart is just so good in this matchup. Being able to completely stomp on this, stopping any of the damage from coming out. Malphite and then Vi with Frozen Heart being so tanky against the Shredders.
A bit too tanky there. Gunmay going to be finding that tier 2 Recon. Has hit the tier 3 Zaya. It's gonna be pretty strong there. Scouting around. Escha is still very strong, 93 HP. Wonder, okay, Gunmay, what are his items looking like here? He has Seraphs on the Recon. He has a belt on the Shen. Not great. Would like to see that be a Morello's on the Recon, perhaps. This could be a Deathblade. For the Zaya.
Oh, there is a Morello's available for Gunmay.
Okay, another Morello's available. Has a Nico's as well. Okay, if I were Gunmay right here, I would slam Deathblade on Zaya. I would slam Morello's on the Recon. I think that Zephyr Slam is also fine. And then you have a Cloak left over for QSS for the Zaya. And like perfect items.
Seems good. I mean, It looks like that's the direction Gunmay is going.
Yep. That he is. I like it a lot. Gunmay can push levels here as well. He's very far away from tier 3 of anything else besides the Zaya here, so I don't think playing for that is going to be correct here. Pushing levels definitely seems to be the correct play. Esportslaw is going to be, that Void Brawler. Wait, does he have a Vel'Koz and a Cho'Gath already? On level 5? I want to check out. I think he did.
Look, let's I mean, we see the Cho'Gath on the bench, so I assume that means there may be one in already. Nope.
No,
okay, just the one on the bench. But you are correct. It is the Vel'Koz and a Cho.
Yeah, definitely should have that in over the Malphite. I would assume. Void. Okay, well, maybe not now over the Malphite. Is pretty far away in terms of Kha'Zixes though. It needs 4 more Kha'Zixes. Man, that's unfortunate if you are Esportslaw here. Yeah, like you kind of need to hit it, but you can't roll all of your gold down. 2 more turns is gonna naturally level to 6. I still think here Void over that over something, maybe either over TF
Blitzcrank,
or
I
over
guess.
Blitzcrank. Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, because I mean, you
Probably
just
the Blitzcrank. Probably the
keep the
Blitzcrank.
sorcerer buff. You keep
Yeah,
all your
yeah.
buffs.
Oh, that
Oh,
both
that
of them will
laser
be hard trolled.
not go well at all. I don't know if it would make a difference in the fight as far as winning it, but
Probably not.
might have killed an extra unit.
Is 2 TFs away. I guess he's also going for that TF3. Okay, there's a couple Kha'Zixes. That's a good natural shop there. Okay,
Okay.
one away. All right, now he's hitting. Now he is hitting.
Ooh,
Another
Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath as well. Yeah, huge. Sort of see the cat cam blocking up like the most of
Yeah,
that
plus
last
one
item,
side.
or that of the shop.
I mean, it does
Like
make
kind of
sense that he
That's a
is
killer
at the
too.
bottom of the
Put it
HP
in.
because all the cats are sleeping on the job right now. They were supposed to be assisting him, but they've all fallen asleep.
Yeah, they're like, you got this. This is, you already have a Cho 2 at level 5. Good enough, right? Jose with the Kale.
Yeah, we talked about how he had great items for it already. That's a whiff on that Ash Arrow.
Yep, unfortunately so. But fortunately for Esportslaw, it does take that round win. He's gonna naturally level to level 6 here. Did sell a 10 gold there, actually. Wow. Sells those TFs. Has a Fizz for the Infiltrator. What's it going to take here? It's going to be a bow for that Kha'Zix, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be a RFC. With the recent change, we haven't really talked about it, but with the recent change to Infiltrator, Infiltrators will jump no matter what. They used to if they had RFC, if they were in range of a unit to attack at the beginning of the round start, they wouldn't jump. But now with Kha'Zix always jumping, you can put RFC on him, he'll get into the backline and just stay there and keep just smacking everything. And it's huge and killing a bunch of backliners one after another.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of, it's like a low key buff, but at the end of the day, it really is kind of high key. Like it's obvious that it is a buff. But sometimes people wouldn't think about it at the start of the patch, and it's definitely something that's picked up a lot of traction recently, and we're gonna see RFC on Kha'Zix yet again.
One away from the Kha'Zix. Does Esportslaw continue to roll? It's not looking like he's doing that. Oh man, we see Escha there on the right. Just got Darius 3.
Oh boy.
Gonna have to check that one out relatively soon. But for now, we'll see the Esportslaw versus Escha. Escha got brought right to us. That Darius. It's gonna be okay. Hitting the GA
and getting lasered down.
Wow.
That was definitely a string of events for Esportslaw to maybe win this one.
No,
but
the
Casanova against the backline. That was like the only way that he could have won that. And Escha's still gonna win that round. He was so strong. And there's a Jace.
Jaces. He's just gonna go to 8. Do a similar thing we did last game. The only difference is that, hey, Escha's not like 20, 30 HP right now. Escha's at 93. Like, this is so insanely good for him right now. I'd be so surprised, unless he low rolls really hard, which is possible, but unless your low is really hard, it's going to be very, very likely that Escha will get his Force Pace Pirates online and start winning a bunch of rounds with that. Has one vest, so he's going to be one item off of a GA. Going up against the mech, though. Mech that is, I believe, Gnard Dawg, yeah.
Yeah, it's eventually going to get that ulti off, the big Garen ulti coming down, getting the big stuns. A lot of damage. We'll see if the resets start coming through. A lot of them are kind of set up here. So there's one and ends up getting taken down before it can actually completely pop off. I don't think he could have even finished that one off. There's a couple of units that were still pretty healthy, but there's a very powerful Darius for Escha and a couple more items to be picked up here. If you can level and find that GP, though, maybe you can start stacking up a ton of items.
Yeah, I would say so. I would think the Darius and the Jace, Jace doesn't have any items, but even still, it's a Jace too. It's gonna be strong. I imagine would be able to start collecting those items, find your items for your Jace and your GP, and you have a bunch of HP to work with. He's 83 now. He did lose that last round. Still gonna be good though. Ooh, that's maybe a demo spat there. Yes, it is. If he goes that route, I think he will. Yeah, he hovered over it there. Definitely gonna be on his mind. Does Escha level here and roll to 0 though? I mean, he has a bunch of HP, so he doesn't need to roll to 0 by any means. He's not gonna die anytime soon. But he does want to not take too much. For nothing though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's maybe some value to like leveling and aggressively trying to find the GP to get it in early so that you start finding additional items with that Force Space Pirate synergy.
Yep.
And like staying ahead of the curve, staying stronger than everyone else before you actually need to. And I'm sure there's a lot of merit to that.
Yeah. Definitely so. 100% agree. I think there's a lot of merit to that, but Escha choosing not to do that right now. Going to be facing, I actually can't tell. I guess I think that's Jinxed. Yeah, that is Jinx with only a Jinx 1, and the Pirates are. Oh wow, they actually didn't do enough. Yeah, Jinxed also has that Kha'Zix 3. I think Esportslaw we just saw hit the Kha'Zix 3 as well. Jumping to Jose. Jose is going Dark Stars, but has a Xerath 2. Man, if he's going to stabilize, now's the time. Wants to hit that Jin 2, though.
Finds a Wukong 2.
Yeah, Wukong 2 with the Celestial Spat. Strong. Needs to keep rolling right now, though. Hit that Jin 2. I think that is necessary. I mean, that is the Xerath 2, though. Seraph's going to be on this Karma. Oh, man.
All right.
Okay. Let's see it.
Going against this Pirates.
That Jin is going to get hooked. Not great positioning there for the Jin. Maybe this Xerath can clean up, though?
Yeah, we'll have to see because the Jin is down. It's just the Xerath remaining, and he's dealing a lot of damage, but can it be enough? Darius going to look for the dunks, but finally getting taken down. And yeah, it will be that. Xerath doing so much damage.
Oh, yeah. Jin didn't even need to do anything. Xerath just cleaned it all up on his own. But yeah, the Ashe should be on the far left side there, protecting that Jin. Puts the Lux in there to do a very similar thing, though. It just doesn't have a Shaco, which is fine. Okay, there's the Jin 2 as well. Big power spike there. Sells back up to about 20 gold. Might actually just save to level up here. Like, he doesn't really need anything else unless he's rolling for a Lux 2. Or maybe a Karma 2 as well. Yeah, it's still a Karma 1, so could roll for those 2 units. Going to be swapping out some positioning here. I think this is also a good position. Going against Esportslaw. Esportslaw has that Kha'Zix 3. It's going to be jumping right onto this Xerath.
Yeah, the Xerath actually going to go down really quickly, and so does the Jin, and that's probably going to do it for Jose in this round. Yeah, he's going out in 8th, and yet again, Jose just not being able to get anything going for himself.
It's so unfortunate because Jose looks to be so strong in all these games, but maybe, just runs into unfortunate matchups. Obviously that positioning there going up against for Esportslaw was not good. The Kha'Zix able to take out both carries, back to back. If that was the opposite position there, like if that Jin and that Xerath was on the right-hand side, I believe that would have been a pretty relatively easy round win there for Jose, but unfortunately not taking the time enough to scout there. Was more focused on rolling down, repositioned without scouting. We do see Gunmay having a 2-2 GP there, though, being scouted by Esportslaw.
Another GP with Thieves Gloves, and I'm curious if he wants the Thieves Gloves, which obviously Thieves Gloves is a great item, or if he's trying to deny Escha further, because Escha does really need a GP, and I don't believe he's found it yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Escha is dropping a little bit. He's 59 HP now. He was at 83 a little bit before. This is This is a Rebel Xayah with 6 Rebels. I don't think I've ever seen this before, actually. A tier 3 Rebel Xayah.
I mean, that's a transition for Shredder. That's another way to do it.
There's 5 tier 1 Rebels surrounding the Xayah, and then a tier 3 Xayah, a tier 2 GP. Everything else on the board is tier 1. Isn't enough.
So much damage, and well, there it goes. It's down. That's not going to be doing enough for this round.
Not enough.
Gunmay going to take a lot of damage there.
What a board here. This is so interesting to me. I've never really seen anything like it. He needs to keep rolling, I would say, for some upgrades because tier 1 everything not gonna be great, or not everything obviously, but nearly everything. That Thieves Gloves though, I actually would like to sell these Thieves Gloves in this Yi and transfer them to the Jinx. I don't think Thieves Gloves Yi is going to do enough.
Oh, there's
Another
another
Jinx there.
Jinx.
Yeah, definitely picking that one up.
Oh, there it
There it
is.
is. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that
now I
definitely,
especially
yeah.
want to see the Thieves Gloves swap. Gunmay not doing it this round though. Might recognize he needs to do that in the future. Mistax here hit the tier 3 Ashe with Thieves Gloves. That Caitlyn's also strong. The Vi in the corner got Zephyred, but that's double Frozen Heart Vi there.
Yeah, I mean, this backline is being destroyed, but the Ashe is still alive with the Thieves Gloves. Stacking up that Titan's Resolve.
Wait, actually
Doing
winning.
a lot of damage. Yeah, Mistax taking down Gunmay in that round.
I love it. The Mistax. Yeah, Gnard Dawg drops in 7th there, actually. Wow. Wasn't
Okay.
really expecting that one, but we have players who, didn't do as well in the first couple of games, coming out and doing a lot better. Jinx, 41 HP right now. Esportslaw, 14 HP. Mistax, 31 HP. Could see some of them, get into that top 4 that they've been gunning for. Escha now does have 4 Space Pirates, has rolled that GP. A lot of GPs are still gone though.
Yeah, I mean,
Gunmay
it
holding
took him
3.
long enough. And I don't even know if he's, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of GPs gone. Like, when is he going to find his tier 2? Tier 1 GP doesn't slap like it used to.
Nah, not like it used to. That Thieves Gloves getting double locket on the Ashe there. Gotta get that out of the way on the Kane round. It's not gonna be too great.
Let's see what he rolls this time.
Yeah, he's scouting out a bit now, but we'll catch that in a second. Esportslaw doesn't have Vel'Koz too.
3 for Escha.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, rolled
Swordbreaker and a bow.
Disarm. Yeah, okay, that's tier 3. Malphite for Mistax, not bad. He's actually rolling for Vi 3 as well, but it's 3 Vi's away. Yeah, Jace 3 for Escha, gonna be huge. Warmog's going on to that Malphite. Esportslaw here. Ooh, Kha'Zix is going to be grabbed by the Blitzcrank there and CC'd a little bit, so it
Huge
goes
play.
down. Yeah,
Huge
Blitzcrank,
play.
MVP. The Ashe and the Kaylin in the back. Oh man, I
Why
think
it's the
Esportslaw might
best
go
unit in the
down.
game. Yeah, he does.
Wow.
It's entirely off that blitz, I think. I'm pretty sure that Kha'Zix would have been able to win that round by taking down the back line.
Yeah.
Why blitz is the best unit in the game, man. Been telling you.
Oh man, maybe so. Esportslaw dropping in 6th, and Gunmay actually, one of our very strong competitors here, dropping in 5th. It's a bit of reminiscent of last week. Gunmay doing very well in games 1 and 2, and then kind of falling off a little bit in game 3. It's happening once again there. Though, but Mistax and Jinx, bottom 4 for the past 2 games, have found their way into top 4 of game number 3. They're kind of finding their stride here.
You talked about this is exactly what Escha needed to try and find his way towards the top spot, and he's currently still alive in the lobby, while 2 of the other players have dropped down from the current, guard of top 4 players who've been consistently hitting it in games 1 and 2. And well, HiddenDino looks pretty strong. He just took a massive chunk out of Escha.
Yeah, Escha dropping to 23. Still probably 2 lives left, but Mistax, if he falls one more time, will be out of this game. Jinx, though, win streaking 41 HP. Take a quick look at his board here. Well, right now he's scouting Escha, seeing what all these Space Pirates are about. But yeah, Jinx going for that Void Brawler Infiltrator. And I think he had 2 Vel'Koz 2s as well. Jinx has found his comp and found his stride here. Very interesting positioning here, actually, from Jinx as well. Will it work out versus Escha?
Going against the Pirates, Jace gets into the backline. If he can power slam onto these Vel'Kozes, it's going to be huge. And there he goes, taking both of them down.
Ooh.
Well, actually, one's still standing. Can it get another laser off? It's actually very important. Or maybe it isn't important. Maybe it doesn't matter at all. And Escha's actually going to lose to Jinx here. Jinx composition looking pretty strong with this Kha'Zix 3. Void in general.
Falls. Yeah, no, Void very strong. Mistax has fallen 4th here. Escha dropping to 3 HP. The reroll compositions. Jinxed, Void Brawler Infiltrator. 41 HP. HiddenDino, Shredder, 16 HP right now, first and second, respectively. We see the very like similar story as some previous games. Another Vel'Koz here. Jinx on his way to Vel'Koz 3. I would like to see him roll for that, actually. He does sell the Cho'Gath, though.
Yeah, he's got, I mean, he's got a lot of gold to work with. And do you think he goes to 9 ever? Or, I mean, just finding the Vel'Koz 3 is...
Yeah. I mean, I think with him keeping Lulu's on the bench and selling that Cho'Gath means that he does want to go for level 9 push and then maybe try to find Vel'Koz at that point. I think maybe he feels as though the Lulu 2 will be instrumental in protecting his Vel'Kozes and letting them carry the game. Of course, the Kha'Zix in the back going to be trying to carry as well. And yeah, that man, Xayah goes down so quickly. This
double laser all the way across the board.
Jinx there. Jinx in this one. Yeah. Oh, Escha actually taking out HiddenDino there. Wow, yeah, okay. I did not expect that to be the result of that fight, but it was indeed. Escha finding his way into a top 2 right now with Space Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, he's just playing Pirates again and again.
Yeah, gets item components, and yeah, it was like, sure, I'll throw a Morello's as well as that Death Cap and a Shiv onto my GP. Has 1 upgrade right now. Gotta watch out for that Shroud, though. From Jinx, doesn't want all of his units to get shrouded. Looks like he dodged the most of it. That Zephyr, can be Zephyring the Cho'Gath. That's pretty big. Now if Jace can make it into the backline once again. GPL went off. Oh, Jace dies there, though. Although the lasers are getting taken out, and so does the Kha'Zix. Okay, Escha hangs on.
Escha gonna hang on a bit longer, wins 1 more round. Picks up a Trap Claw, actually, gonna be a nice item for him.
Oh yeah, especially versus the non-Quicksilver Vel'Koz there.
We saw a Trap Claw topple Vel'Koz in the previous, one of the previous rounds.
Even could put it on something like a Lulu in the back to bait a Kha'Zix, so when Kha'Zix then casts his spell and tries to get that ISO damage, he'll just get stunned instead. Dissuading that Kha'Zix from being able to, take out the backline and move to the rest of the front line there would be huge. Also has a spat there. Only thing you really do with that is put it onto Lulu to utilize that mana mechanic and get that ulti a bit faster for Lulu there. Vel'Koz 3 was achieved by Jinx. Escha really needs to hit this GP2 right now to have a chance. Oh, he does. He does. Okay, is it enough though?
Wait, that plus Trap Claw. I mean, look at him. Look at his face. He knows he might have it. He might be able to win. The mana mechanic actually seems like something he should try and do here.
Oh yeah. He's
it looks like he's going for it.
Vel'Koz 3 though, that's one scary beast.
There he goes. And the Vel'Koz, the Kha'Zix gets polyed. Trap Claw doesn't proc because there is the QSS.
Vel'Koz still alive. Although,
but the resets! It reset across the whole board!
He did it! Okay, didn't take out Jinx though yet. But he stabilized. 1 more round. This will be the last one. Jinx to 8 HP, Escha 3 HP. He needs to take out Jinx 3 times in a row. He can't utilize the mana mechanic again. That is only a one-time thing. That Star Guardian spat on Lulu can't really do anything else. Yeah, he got a Giant Slayer out of those items. Wants to just slap those in on anything. It really doesn't matter. Just wants to get the items out. Man, the Darius cleanup at the end there. That was like almost perfect. Can he do it again? Oh, this is really strong here.
Sold
really
off
good
to the Zephyr.
Yeah, what's he gonna Zephyr here? The Kha'Zix? He's trying.
Goes for it.
Oh, actually,
he didn't get it. Oh no, he didn't get it in.
Escha.
The GP, the laser coming across. There's a poly still, goes down, but that's a big chum. The water's coming across. Just the Darius. Can he get the resets? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and the final one takes him down, and Escha's gonna win the